Hey everyone, Kuuipa1207 for Beauty from the Earth. Super Bowl is coming up this weekend, and Crystal from Beauty from the Earth asked me if I could do a tutorial from the Saints. If you're a Colts fan and you're rooting for the Colts, head over to my page because there's a Colts tutorial that's up using Beauty from the Earth. So let's get started. My eyelid was already prepped and primed before recording. And to start with, I'm using the color black and my MAC 217 brush. It's basically a really fluffy blender brush, shader brush, and I'm just applying black to the outer third of my eye. I try to start as far out in the outer corner, in the outer V, and then blend inwards, just to kind of create a smoky effect. This looks going to be smoky mainly because the Saints have black in their colors. The next color is a mixture of two different colors. I used Big Island and 24 karat gold. The main reason I used two colors is because the colors for the New Orleans Saints are black, white, and old gold. And old gold is kind of a hard color to kind of replicate if you don't have that particular color. However, mixing these two actually did a very good job of replicating the color. But what I did first was I took my flat shader brush, my MAC 252, tapped it into Big Island, then tapped it into 24 karat gold, and then patted the color onto my eyelid. And I just patted it on my entire eyelid that was remaining without color, and I also blended it in with black a bit. For my lower lash line, I used my MAC 231 brush, and again I tapped it into Big Island and then into 24 karat gold, and I just applied it along the entire length of my lower lash line using a patting motion. These two colors are actually very glittery, so you may want to do your eye makeup before you apply your foundation and concealer and all that other fancy jazz. For the smoky effect on the lower lash line, I used the same brush, my MAC 231, which is a small shader brush, and I applied black to the lower lash line, to the outer third of it, and then blended it in. For the white, which is the third color of the New Orleans Saints, I used Satin sheets, and I just applied it to the inner corner of my eye. This not only helped me to put in the third color of the Saints, but it also helps to brighten up your eye area, especially in that inner corner. It'll catch the light. My batteries died in my other camera, which is why there's a change in lighting. So because I had to, fall back on my older camera that I used to use before. But for a highlight, I used Cloud 9, and I applied it with my Face Secrets Shadow Blender brush to my brow bone, and then blended it downwards into black and the other colors that I had already previously applied. My liner, I used MAC Power Surge, which is actually a perfect example of the color that old gold is supposed to look like when you hear the words old gold. It's just basically an antiqued gold is what the color is supposed to be. But I applied it to my upper lash line and also to my lower waterline, and it just really helps to pop out that lower waterline and bring the old gold color into it. Once you're finished with all your eye makeup, you can go ahead and finish applying the rest of your makeup, such as your foundation and contouring, and applying your blush. If you need to, go ahead and fill in your eyebrows and apply your mascara as well. For the lips, I really just stayed pretty basic. I just used a lip gloss. I believe it's Posh It Up by MAC. It's a plush glass. And that was really it for the look. So Super Bowl's coming up, and whoever you're rooting for, I hope you have a good time wherever you're going to be, if it's at home or a Super Bowl party. And again, if you're a Colts fan, check out my page because that's where the Beauty from the Earth Colts tutorial is at.